Hey guys, Jared here. I'm going to do a little walk around of my 240SX Time Attack car. She is rough, but slowly but surely coming along. After all, it is a track car. Got an SR20DET Redtop. Had to do the S13.4 valve cover modification. I mean, because blow-by was a huge issue when you started running like 20 plus PSI. Has a little baby turbo. That's teamed up with a Nuke Performance catch can. This thing has been great. I mean, barely anything comes out of the discharge hose. Has a dipstick to let you know when it's full, which it hardly ever fills up. Now they got some proper baffling going on in there. Got the Koyo oil cooler and a Tomei block down there. Don't know if you can see it. That's been good to me so far. Whole thing's controlled with a Haltech Elite 500, which it's kind of a basic ECU, but it's just enough to get me by. Injector Dynamics ID 1050X injectors. Also been running great. Radium fuel rail. Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. Got a good deal on some Z33 coil packs. I ditched the stock SR20 ones, but I actually just bought some Audi R8 coil packs to replace those. Got the Garrett Gen II GTX2867R. The turbo has been great. I mean, it's like very responsive, instant spool basically. Runs 20 psi no problem all day long. It actually laid down 365 wheel horsepower, which, you know, isn't bad for like a little baby turbo. Went with a Greddy oil pan down there, you know, a little bit of extra insurance, keep the sloshing and whatnot under control, make sure we always got oil, because you know the reputation of rod knock with these bad boys. Also quite hot underneath the hood, so yeah, ended up making a little heat shield down there for the reservoir and the master cylinder. Went with the Koyo Radiator. No shroud whatsoever. I mean, the shroud that I actually had on there was causing more heat than anything on the track. I think it'd be great for like a daily driver, but for a track car, get as much flow through that radiator as possible. Not much ducting yet, just got a little cooling panel I made here and here to really get the air down there. Also sourced a Greddy oil cooler, or sorry, intercooler from Japan. It's a tube and fin model over the bar and plate model. Honestly, like after like doing some research and whatnot, it seems like tube and fin is way better for like time attack and whatnot compared to a bar and plate. As for the brakes, I just went with some Z32 300ZX brakes, front and rear. I was running into like a big heat issue where the front would fade, getting too hot, I'm guessing, and then I'd like brake hard and the rear end would kick out on me. But I ended up just putting some like basic ducting in there, some 3-inch hose that ran over to an adapter I made to the caliper, and like all that issue went away. I mean, I can go to PIR and drop it from 140 down to 40 lap after lap without any fading whatsoever. So I mean, that's good. Been experimenting a lot with the splitter. This one is I think 4.5, maybe 4 inches. And end plates I made. It's just birch with fiberglass lamination on it. Arrow's pretty basic. I mean, one of the 9 Lives racing wing or big wing. It's been great. Put the little gurney flap on there, CFD end plates. I mean, bang for the buck, you can't beat it. At least it is developed with some CFD, so you know it's actually going to perform. Inky RPF ones, you know, you can't beat them for the price. Usually running like 275 by 40 tires on it. I'd love to go to an 18 like a 295, but the price point is crazy, so you know, I'd rather get seat time than just blow all my money on stuff I can't have. I got this VIS fake carbon fiber hood. Turns out it's just like fiberglass with one layer of carbon fiber on top of it. Came with the car. Worst comes to worst, I mean, honestly, it even has top strand mat, so I mean, it's like the worst fiberglass you could possibly use. And the vent that comes on it is not even functional. I mean, it's probably in a low pressure zone, but I mean, the radiator's right there, so not going to do much. So I ended up getting some race louvers. And once again, I mean, they have wind tunnel testing, I think CFD testing possibly. I mean, they've been working great. I'd actually like to put some more in there. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. It's been a great car. I actually did go with spherical bushings on all the control arms and got some cheap adjustable, you know, traction bars and camber arms and whatnot to dial in the alignment. Just some basic stuff for the interior. Momo seat, Momo steering wheel, 5-point harness, 4-point roll bar. I actually just got some material to make a nice 6-point. It's coming soon. I have to say that as for the coilovers, I did go with Fortune Auto 500 series because it's just, you know, in my budget. The Fortune Autos have been great. I think I'm starting to outdrive them a little bit. I mean, they're really pretty units, but I would actually like to send them in and get bumped up to some 510 series. I was talking to the guys at Fortune Auto, and like right now I'm running 10K front and 8K rear, and it's starting to get a little mushy on me. And they said that maybe it's just time to actually upgrade to more of like a motorsports coilover. So hopefully in the future. Slowly but surely, yeah. Well, I hope you guys liked the video, and I mean, give me a subscribe if you want to see more content. Thanks, guys.